बोली श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Jai Jai Sitaram. Cordial welcome to all devotees who are present here with us at the mandir, as well as those who will be joining us online. As we engage in devotion, these last few moments, minutes of this year 2022, I ask that we all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads. We focus our minds upon that Supreme Lord as we do our opening prarthana. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Guru Charan Kamale Bhyo Namaha. Om Shri Govindaye Namo Namaha. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrinayam Deva Bhadram Pashye Mokshabirya Jatra Sthirai Rangai Stushtustanudhim Vyashe Mahi Deva Hitam Yadayuhu. Om Swasti Na Indro Bridashravaha Swasti Na Pushiraha Swasti Na Starakshurishtanemi Swasti no Brihaspati Dadhatu. Om Paya Prithvyam Paya Ushadeshu Paya Divyantarikshe Payodaha Payaswati Pradishah Santu Mahyam. Om Vishnu Raratamasi Vishnu Snaptrestyo Vishnu Syurasi Vishnu Dhruvorasi Vaishnavamasi Vishnavetva. Om Agnir Devata Vato Devata Suryo Devata Chandra Devata Vasuvo Devata Rudro Devata Adityo Devata Maruto Devata Vishvideva Devata Brihaspati Devata Indro Devata Varuno Devata. Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshagam Shanti Prithvihi Shanti Apah Shanti Oshadaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Samah Shanti Redhi. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanna Asuva. Om Gananam Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Priyanam Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Nidhinam Tva Nidhipati Gum Havamahe Baso Mam Aham Jani Garbadham Tvam Jasi Garbadham. Those who made puja, you chant your Rashi names in your mind. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Vishnur Vishnur Vishnu Namah Paramatmane Shri Puran Purushottam Adya Shri Brahmano Nidvitya Paradhi Shri Shvet Varha Kalpe Vaivasva Manavantare Ashta Vinashati Tame Kaliyuke Kali Pratham Charane Bhuloke Jambu Dvipe Kanida Varshe Skabro Grame Baudhavatare Shubhamasi Shubha Pakshi Shubha Tithi Amukanamsya Mukha Gotram Namham Daivik Bhautika Taptraya Iti Shri Pach Mahadevata Shri Krishna Bhagavan Havan Pujanam Shankalpam Aham Karishye. Offer a flower. We now do Pavitra, purification, sprinkled as well as the Hawaneria 3 times. Om apavitraha pavitro va sarvavasthangato apiva yasmarit paksham sabahyabhyantaram suchi. Om Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. We prostrate to our altar, seeing that we are bowing to Dharti Mata. Om Kshama Parasparsham Kshama Paratpare Ram Krishna Dikanantvam Mata Prithave Namaste. Bow to the ground, take your seat. Om Prithave Tvayadrita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnunadrita Tvam Chidharya Mam Nityam Pavitram Kurucha Asanam Iti Asanam Samarpayami. Asan lijiye, please have your seats. So at this time we will invocation mantras to Panch Mahadevta. If you have flowers, please take a flower in your hand. Firstly, contemplating upon beautiful form of Vigna Vinashaka, that one who is remover of all obstacles, Lord Ganesha. Hari Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakote Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Vigneshwaraya Varadaya Surapriyaya Lamboraraya Sakalaya Jagarhitaya Nagananaya Shruti Yagya Vibhushitaya Gauri Sutaya Gananata Namo Namaste. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Boliye Shri Gajanan Swami ki Jai. We now focus our minds upon our universal mother in the form of Adi Shakti, Durga Mata. Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambike Gauri Narayani Namostute Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Kayajam Karmajam Va Shravananayan Jamva Manasam Vaparadham Vihitam Vihitam Va Sarvame Tatshamasva. Jai Jai Karunabhi Shri Mahadeva Shambho. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo Mahapati Mahadeva ki Jai. We offer humble salutations and prostrations to that one who provides the energy and the light for the sustenance of this entire creation, Shri Surya Narayana Swami. हाथ जोर बिनती करो सूर्यदेव भगवान दास आपनो जानि प्रभु करहु सदा कल्याण आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीदा मम भास्कर दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोस्तुते ॐ सूर्याय नमः ॐ सूर्याय नमः ॐ सूर्याय नमः। बोलिए श्री सूर्य नारायण स्वामी की जय। We now contemplate and meditate upon Shri Mahavishnu Bhagavan, Shri Krishna Bhagavan. Om Shantakaram Bhujagshayam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagan Sadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalnayanam Yogi Bhirdhyam Gamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayharanam Sarvalokekanatham Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Shri Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranat Kleshanashaya Shri Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Govindam Gokulanandam Gopalam Gopivallabham Govardhanodharam Dhiram Tam Vande Gomati Priyam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल के जय श्री महाविष्णु भगवान के जय। So at this time, devotees, we'll be making offerings to Shri Krishna Bhagavan. So if you're prepared to make offerings, you can make offerings along with us. If not, we can make mansik offerings with our minds. We engage in this devotion. Firstly, we offer water. Hari Om Gange Shayamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jali Asmin Sindhim Kurum Shri Krishna Bhagavan Arghyam Padyam Snanam Samarpayami. We offer Chandan. Om Shri Khanda Chandanang Divyam Gandhadhyo Sumanoharam Vilepanam Surshreshtam Chandanang Pratigrihyatam Shri Krishna Bhagavan Chandanang Samarpayami. We offer Pushpa flower. Om Malakadi Sugandheni Malyatadi Nivai Prabhu Mai Hritani Pujartam Pushpani Pratigrihyatam Shri Krishna Bhagavan Pushpam Samarpayami. We offer Gandha essence. ॐ गन्धं गृहान् देवेश देवदेव दयानिधि त्वमेव जगतमनाथिस्त्व त्वमेव जगतं प्रभु श्री कृष्ण भगवान् गन्धं समर्पयामि. We offer deep light arti. ॐ साजं च वर्ति संयुक्तं वह्निनायोजितं मय दीपं गृहान् देवेश त्रैलोक्यं तिमिरापहम्. बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. If you have a naivedya to offer to Shri Krishna, you can hold it in your hands at this time. Firstly, passing the water around it 3 times. Om mandakinyastu yadavari sarva papaharam shubham taridam kalpitam devam samyagya achmanyatvam tvayayate achmanyam samarpayami. We all pray together to Shri Krishna Bhagavan as we all engage in this devotion. We humbly ask you, Prabhu, we firstly thank you for the opportunity for this year 2022 as we engage in this devotion, coming to the end of this year and welcoming the new year 2023. We ask you to give us that guidance and that protection that is necessary for us to take all the right steps in our lives, leading us to peace, happiness, and contentment. Hari Om Gritpakvang Havishyanam Payasham Cha Sharkara Nanavidham Cha Naivedyam Shri Krishna Bhagavan Naivedyam Samarpayami. Om Harir Data Harir Bhukta Harir Annam Prajapate Harir Vipra Sharirastu Bhukte Bhojayate Hari. बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल के जय. Touch to your murti, touch to your head. Say Shri Krishna Arpanam. If you have flowers, tulsi leaf, you can offer it at the feet of Shri Krishna while reciting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We offer water to Shri Krishna. Om Sarva Papaharam Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihan Parameshwara Shri Krishna Bhagavan Achmanyam Samarpayami. If you have a dakshina, you can offer it at this time. Om Nakpal Supal Maulavi Vanditangre Yugala Prabhu Hari Dakshinang Prade Shri Krishna Bhagavan Danam Dakshinaye Samarpayami. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ke Jai. So at this time, devotees will engage in Kirtan to Lord Ganesha. Very simple words, so we can all join our voices. Tumaho Vigna Vinasha Ganesha. Tumaho
Vigna Vinasha Ganesha.
Tumaho Vigna Vinasha Ganesha. गणेशाय
तुम हो विघ्न विनाशक गणेशाय
तुम हो विघ्न विनाशक गणेशाय
तुम हो विघ्न विनाशक गणेशाय
हो विघ्न विनाशक गणेशाय पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन पार्वती नंदन
पाहि गजानन
पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन
पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे गणनायक प्रणव स्वरूपा
हे गणनायक
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे गणनायक
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे गणनायक
पाहि गणेशा पाहि गणेशा
पाहि गणेशा पाहि गणेशा
पाहि गणेशा पाहि गणेशा
पाहि गणेशा पाहि गणेशा
हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा
तुम हो विघ्न विनाशक गणेशा
हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा
तुम हो विघ्न विनाशक गणेशा
पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन
पार्वती नंदन पाहि गजानन
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे गणनायक
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे गणनायक
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे गणनायक
प्रणव स्वरूपा हे गणनायक
पाहि गणेशा पाहि गणेशा
पाहि गणेशा पाहि गणेशा
पाहि गणेशा पाहि गणेशा
पाहि गणेशा पाहि गणेशा
हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा
विघ्न विनाश गणेशा
हो विघ्न विनाश गणेशा विघ्न विनाश। बोली श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। So at this time, devotees, we prepare ourselves to engage in mantra jap havan. Those who are desirous of performing havan, please sit before your havan kun. As we chant this mantra, we will light the fire. Hari Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Dhayo Deva Bhumna Prithvi Varimna Tasya Aste Prithvi Devaya Janim Prishti Aganim Manadam Manadayadari. Boliye Shri Agni Devta ki Jai. Pass the water around the fire 3 times. Om Mandakinyastu Yadavari Sarva Papaharam Shubham Taridam Kalpitam Devam Samyagya Achmanyatvam Tvayaiti Achmanyam Samarpayami. We now begin making our offerings at the recitation of Swaha. Offer small amounts. We all recite Swaha together. If we know Havan mantras, please chant along. Om Shri Ganesh Devatabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha Swaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gauri Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Shankar Bhagwan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Agni Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Namaha Swaha. Shri Mahavishnu Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Narayanaye Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Bhashkaraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Chandraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Bhaumaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Buddhaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Guruve Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Shukraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Shanishcharaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Rahave Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Ketave Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Pranaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Apanaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Samanaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Indraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Udanikaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Ishta Devata Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Kul Devata Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Sthan Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Gram Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Mata Pita Charan Kamle Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Panchpal Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Dasdikpal Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Adi Shakti Durga Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Shailputri Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Brahmacharini Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Chandraghanta Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Kushmanda Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Skanda Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Katyayani Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Kalratri Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Mahagauri Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Siddhidatri Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Navdurga Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Aim Saraswati Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Krishna Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Hanumate Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. We all join together as we chant Brahm Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhemahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhemahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhemahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Mahamrityunjay Mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Eva Vandanam Mrityor Mukshyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Eva Vandanam Mrityor Mukshyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनां मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् स्वाहा. We all chant together Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, 27 repetitions. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. 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 Shri Sarva Devta Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Sarva Devta Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Sarva Devta Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Final offering. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Puranat Puranam Mudachyate Puranasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Pass the water around the fire. Om Sarva Papaharam Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihan Parameshwaram. Shri Agni Devta Achmanyam Samarpayami. बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. So at this time, devotees, we'll have 2 or 3 kirtans. After this, we'll read a few lines of Ramayana. Then we prepare ourselves to welcome the new year in about 55 minutes from now.
तुम ही हो माता पिता, तुम ही हो, तुम ही हो माता पिता, तुम ही हो, तुम ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम ही हो माँ. तुम ही हो माता पिता, तुम ही हो, तुम ही हो माता पिता, तुम ही हो, तुम ही हो बंधु सखा तुम ही हो माँ। तुम ही सहारे कोई न अपना सिवा तुम्हारी माँ। तुम ही हो नैया तुम ही केवैया तुम ही हो बंधु सखा तुम ही हो माँ। तुम ही हो नैया तुम ही केवैया तुम ही हो बंधु सखा तुम ही हो माँ। ओ माँ ओ माँ ओ सदा ही रखना तुम ही हो बंधु सखा तुम ही हो माँ।
शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
भोला बाबा बम भोला बाबा 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 बम भोला बाबा।
नमः शिवाय शांताय 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 बम भोला बाबा।
हे शिव शंकर हे परमेश्वर 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 भोला बाबा।
नमः शिवाय शांताय बम 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 भोला बाबा।
भोला बाबा बम भोला बाबा 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 बम भोला बाबा।
नमः शिवाय शांताय 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 बम भोला बाबा।
हे शिव शंकर हे परमेश्वर 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 भोला बाबा।
नमः शिवाय शांताय बम 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 भोला बाबा। नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
बोली श्री महापति महादेव की जय। बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। So at this time, devotees, as we prepare ourselves to receive a little bit of divine knowledge from Sri Ramcharitamanas, we pay homage obeisance to Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Sri Ram. We all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads. We focus our minds upon Prabhu Sri Ram as we seek his blessings tonight, as we approach this wonderful time of the beginning of a new year in our lives. Hari Om श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ ऐं सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरु शरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागम् पाणमहासायकचारुचापम् नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्। हे राम पुरुषोत्तम नरहरि नारायण केशव गोविंद गरुड़ध्वज गुणनिधि दामोदर माधवा। हे कृष्णा कमलापते यदुपते सीतापते श्रीपते वैकुंठ आदिपते चराचरपते लक्ष्मीपते पाहि माम्। आदौ रामतपोवनादिगमनं हत्वा मृगं काञ्चनं वैदेहीहरणं जटायुमरणं सुग्रीवसम्भाषणम्। बालिनिग्रहणं समुद्रतरणं लङ्कापुरी दाहनं पश्चात् रावण कुम्भकर्ण हननम् एतादि रामायणम्। जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम। जय राम श्री राम
जय जय राम।
जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम।
जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम।
Let us all use our voices, devotees, as we chant the very beautiful name of Maryada Purushottam. जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम।
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 जय राम श्री राम
Jai Ram.
Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai 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 Jai Ram.
Jai Ram, Shri Ram,
Jai Jai Ram.
Ram.
बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. Devotees, we think of the magnitude of time. That is 1 year. Break down time into its components, 365 and a quarter days. Each day has 24 hours. Each hour has 60 minutes. Each minute has 60 seconds. We can continue breaking down time. But we have these demarcations in time. One day has 24 hours. 1 week has 7 days. Months vary in the English calendar. In the lunar calendar, all months are 30 days. Right? All months are 30 days in the lunar calendar. English calendar, months will vary. So there are demarcations of time, but we seem to have a lot of emphasis and place a lot of emphasis from 1 year to another year. Because we have this feeling that we are turning over a new leaf. It's a new opportunity that is now coming for us. It's a sense of renewal. If we can take the same feeling that we feel, the excitement that we feel, that a new year is coming, and we apply that excitement, we apply that enthusiasm to each day. As we awake, that day now becomes a new experience for us, a new opportunity for us. Not just old hat, not just the same as the day before. Now it becomes different. It becomes different for us. So this demarcation in time, devotees, is created by whoever came up with the idea of days, weeks, months, and years. Time is a continuum. Time doesn't stop, isn't it? Does time stop? No, time continues. But we have these, divisions of time, which gives us a sense, that we are going through this time. So we give, firstly, thanks to the Lord for allowing us to exist for this year. A lot of families that I know have lost loved ones during this past year. One day, one of us may be saying the same thing. That we have lost a loved one in the past year, or we may not make it through a particular year. It is all there. So we first give thanks for this opportunity for living the entirety of 2022. Let us not be presumptuous. We still have 35 minutes. From minute to minute, we don't know what's happening, right? But we thank God, God, yes, I have faith you'll give me that opportunity to live through this rest of this year and welcome 2023. So devotees, it's very wonderful that we take this opportunity to thank God and to seek His blessings further. If we have, any idea of how our 2022 went. Was it progressive? Was it regressive? Was it productive? Was it destructive? How did it go for us in our lives? If we saw strides, if we saw progress, then we are doing something right. But do we stop there? Do we stop at that point where we see that progress and we sit with our accolades? Or do we move further? Do we strive for better? If it didn't go so well, then obviously changes have to be made to become better. So devotees, all of these things we can look forward to as we begin a new year. I always talk about new year, and the first of every year, again we have this renewed sense of energy. We say, yes, all these New Year's resolutions. Right? We make all these promises to ourselves. On New Year's Day, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And by the end of January, how much are we doing? We finish X? Forget Y, Z, and A, B, C. You understand, devotees? We go through this cycle. Say, yes, I'm going to get myself physically fit. Yes, I'm going to go exercise. Yes, I'm going to go diet, etc., etc. Yes, I'm going to study more. Devish? I'm going to study more. I'm going to study harder. I'm going to get A's. All of these things we tell ourselves. I'm going to save more money. All of these things we tell ourselves, and then what happens, devotees? We fall off. We fall off that bandwagon so fast. And 2024 come, we make the same resolution. So devotees, we have to be committed to constant improvement in our lives. So, the last time we read from Sri Ramcharitamanas, unfortunately we didn't have a live stream that day, but it came to the point, devotees, where Kak Busundaji experiencing various phenomena in the stomach of Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Sri Ram. And he was very confused as to what he was seeing. And he felt like, he was staying there for so long. And devotees, he became very distressed. And perceiving that distress, the Lord laughed. The Lord laughed. And he didn't laugh at him. He didn't laugh at him. But he laughed to himself. And devotees, as he opened his mouth, Kak Busundaji, he took the opportunity and he flew out of the mouth of Prabhu Sri Ram. And devotees, when he came out of the mouth of Sri Ram, what happens? Our Katha begins at this point with Doha. Larikai Mosana Karana Lage Punirama Karana Lage Punirama. कोटि भांति समझावा मन न लहै विश्राम सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। सोई लड़काई मूसन करन लगे पुनि राम. Devotees, when he flew out of the mouth of Shri Ram, it was like nothing happened. As he was witnessing the deeds of Shri Ram, the childish plays, the little pranks, the activities of Shri Ram before he went into the mouth of Shri Ram. Now, he came out of the mouth of Shri Ram, he's seeing the same thing. He's seeing the same thing. He's seeing Shri Ram playing all these childhood activities. And devotees, Koti bhati samujhavo manu nalahai bishram. Devotees, he started to think. He started to try and understand, put this in perspective. What is going on? I went into the stomach of Shri Ram. I saw all these things. I came out of the stomach of Shri Ram. Now I'm seeing exactly what I saw before. Start to think, what is happening? What is happening? I don't know what is going on. Devotees, he started to think. He tried to look at it from every angle, every perspective. Devotees, he said, Manu na lahai bishram. His mind didn't know any kind of peace at that time. Very turbulent. Very turbulent. Our minds get like this sometimes, isn't it? Our minds get very turbulent in life. How do we deal with it? How do we deal with it when our minds become turbulent, devotees? When our minds become upset, the mind cannot settle down. How do we deal with this? How do we deal with this, devotees? Bhajan tells us, Tere man mein Ram, tan mein Ram, Rom Rom mein Ram re, Ram sumir le, dhyan laga le, chor jagat ke kaam re, bolo Ram, bolo Ram, bolo Ram, Ram Ram, bolo Ram, Ram, bolo Ram. How do we deal with it? Tere man mein Ram, we remember, Tere man mein Ram. In our minds there is Shri Ram. Tere tan mein Ram. That in our bodies there is Shri Ram. Rom Rom mein Ram re. In every fiber, every particle, there is Shri Ram. Ram sumirre dhyan lagale. That we should think of Shri Ram. We should contemplate upon that form of the Lord. Chor jagat ke kamre. We should leave aside the worldly affairs for a few moments, each and every day, devotees. Each and every day we should leave aside the worldly affairs and think of the Lord. Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram. Tere man mein Ram, tan mein Ram, Rom Rom mein Ram re, Ram sumir le, dhyan gale, chor jagat ke kaam re, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Ram Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo माया में तो उलझा उलझा दर दर धूर उड़ाए अब क्यों करता मन भारी जब माया साथ चुराए माया में तो उलझा उलझा दर दर धूर उड़ाए दिन तो बीता डाउट धूप में, दिन तो बीता और धूप में ढल जाए ना शाम रे। बोल राम बोल राम बोल राम 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 बोल राम बोल राम राम। तेरे मन में राम, तन में राम, रोम रोम में राम रे। राम सुमिर ले ध्यान गाने, जुड़ जगत के काम रे। बोल राम बोल राम बोल राम 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 बोल राम बोल राम बोल राम राम राम। बचपन बीता खेल खेल में, भरी जवानी सोया। देख बुढ़ापा अब क्यों सोचे, ना पाया क्या खोया। बचपन बीता खेल खेल में,
जवानी सोया।
देख बुढ़ापा अब क्यों सोचे,
पाया क्या खोया।
देर नहीं है अब भी बंदे, देर नहीं है अब भी बंदे, ले ले उसका राम रे। बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम
बोलो राम राम राम।
तेरे मन में राम, तन में राम, रोम रोम में राम रे। राम सुमिर ध्यान गाने, जुड़ जगत के काम रे। बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम राम राम। बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। So those of you who are familiar with this bhajan, you all will know that the favorite verse of mine is the last one. Very valuable teaching, devotees. Very valuable teaching. Bachpan bita khel khel mein bhari jawani soya. Tells us about different stages of life. So bachpan time is childhood time. Right? What do children love to do? Other than make mischief, they love to play. Right? Khel khel mein. So we spend that bachpan time, that childhood time involved in a lot of play. Then what happens? Bhari Javani Soya. Become young adults. What they like to do? Soya. They love to sleep. Young adults. Love to sleep. Right? Then what happens? Dekh budhapa ab tu soche kya paya kya khoya. Now we get a little bit older now. Finish school. We get a little job. We start to get some money. So, kya paya, kya khoya. Now we'll gain, we'll lose. Material things. We'll gain materially, we'll lose materially. Our life revolves around this now. Our life goes on like this, devotees. Life goes on like this. Life becomes enveloped in all these material activities. Are we thinking about Bhagavan? Are we thinking about God? Wake up in the morning. This bill had to pay, that bill had to pay, the other bill had to pay. Where the money coming from? You understand, devotees? We get enveloped, get caught up. All of the materialistic activities You know, the great saints of modern day put together for us wonderful bhajan. You know how it says, this bhajan says, Chor Jagat Ke Kamre. This bhajan devotee is also a very popular one that I love very, very much. What this bhajan tells us. चोर झमेला झूठे जग का. This book doesn't want to cooperate with me. चोर झमेला झूठे जग का. Says, leave this falsehood of the jhamela, this world devotees. Leave this falsehood behind. We understand this is not our reality. Who is saying this? Kah gaye Das Kabir. Kabir Das ji. You recognize him as a sant, a saint, a self-realized, a God-realized soul. He's giving this advice. Paar lagayenge ek pal mein tulsi ke raghubir. Sant Tulsidas ji, he's also urging us, encouraging us devotees to become devoted to the feet of Prabhu Shri Ram. Chor jhamela jhute jag ka. Chor jhamela
jhute jag ka.
Kahe gaye Das Kabir. पार लगाएंगे एक पल में तुलसी के रघुबीर. चोर झमेला झूठे जग का. भूल भुलैया जीवन तेरा साचो नाम प्रभु को मन में बसा ले आज तू बंदे लेकर नाम गुरु को. सूरदास के शाम हरेंगे, सूरदास के शाम हरेंगे जन्म जन्म के पीर. चोर झमेला झूठे जग का. चोर झमेला
झूठे जग का.
तेरा मेरा दिन भर करता पर तेरा कछु नाही. माखी का ये खेल है सारा मिलेगा माते माही. मीरा जी के गीत बुलावे, मीरा जी के गीत बुलावे सबको जमुना तीर. चोर झमेला झूठे जग का. चोर झमेला
झूठे जग का.
दास कबीर. पार लगाएंगे एक पल में तुलसी के रघुबीर
और झमेला छूटे
जग का। बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। तेरा मेरा दिन भर करता. This is what happens in the world today. This is what happens in the world, devotees. We fighting tera mera. Where's yours and where's mine? That's how the world goes. I read something recently. It's very, very wonderful to think about and even better to practice. It says, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, this world will know peace. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, this world will know peace. Meaning, devotees, we come into this world for a short amount of time. Why are we fighting? Why are we at odds with each other? For what? What are we gaining from this? What are we gaining from this activity? Aggression, hating, envying, being jealous, rivalry, competition. All of these things, what are we gaining from it? Tera mera din bhar kata, every day fighting, yours and mine. Look around this world, devotees. Look around this world. Since February month, Ukraine and Russia. Even yous get fed up. You don't hear about it anymore. Right? Old news now. But constant fighting. Is it necessary? Is it necessary? Is it necessary for a brother and a brother to fight each other? Is it necessary for, siblings to fight with each other? What are we fighting for? If there's a difference of opinion, then we should deal with it in a civil way. Deal with it in a nice way without fighting. What do we gain by fighting, devotees? Zero. You lose. When you fight, you lose, devotees. Somebody gets hurt, isn't it? Whether it's verbal fight, physical fight, somebody is getting hurt. And we don't want that. We don't want to hurt anybody, devotees. Because when you hurt someone, devotees, that is coming back. Remember the golden rule. What's the golden rule? Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. So if you don't like somebody to talk to you harsh, then please. If you don't like somebody to, pull you down, then please. We understand this. We understand this, we act accordingly. We act accordingly to these teachings, devotees. Par tera kachu nahi. And the unfortunate thing, devotees, is what we're fighting for day in and day out. None of it is ours. None of it is ours. So, devotees, we stop and we think. We think, we realize what is important for us. Again, please don't go away misunderstanding. Don't go away thinking that, Pandit Vijay said, don't have. No. Work, have. But don't make it the be-all and end-all of life. Don't let it finish there, Put a comma, not a full stop. It goes on from there. The sentence goes on. There's something more to look forward to. There's something more to achieve after the material things have been taken care of. Something more, devotees. And this is what we have to realize. This is what we have to recognize. What is that something more? What is that something more, devotees? Bhajo bhaiya Ram Ram, bhajo bhaiya Ram, Govind Hare, Shri Govind Hare. Bhajo bhaiya Ram Ram, bhajo bhaiya Ram,
Govind Hare Shri Govind Hare.
Govind Hare, Shri Govind Hare.
Govind Hare Shri Govind Hare.
Bhajo bhaiya Ram Ram, bhajo bhaiya Ram, Govind Hare, Shri Govind Hare.
Bhajo bhaiya Ram Ram, bhajo bhaiya Ram, Govind Hare Shri Govind Hare.
जप तप साधन कछु नहीं लागत, खर्चत नहीं गत रे। जप तप साधन कछु नहीं लागत, खर्चत नहीं गत रे। भज भैया राम राम, भज भैया राम, गोविंद हरे श्री गोविंद हरे। भज भैया राम राम, भज भैया राम,
Govind Hare Shri Govind Hare.
भज भैया राम राम, भज भैया राम, गोविंद हरे श्री गोविंद हरे। भज भैया राम राम,
भज भैया राम, गोविंद हरे श्री गोविंद हरे।
गोविंद हरे श्री गोविंद हरे। गोविंद हरे श्री गोविंद हरे। बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. So here it is, Kakbu Sundarji is saying, he's trying to think about all these things, trying to make sense of what he experienced, but his mind knew no peace. And this is something very serious, devotees. Something very, very serious. That his mind knew no peace. And this is something that all of us, we experience from time to time in our lives. That our mind is not peaceful. Our mind is not peaceful. And devotees, the katha goes on. Katha goes on. We will not continue today. Next year coming soon. So we want to make sure. See, Dean? See how the time flies? Right? So we will not continue today. We'll next year, right? So, you have all these next year jokes that will come out just now. So, yes, next year we will continue this Katha, devotees. But the aspect of where our minds do not encounter peacefulness is something that we need to address in our lives. Because if we do not address it, in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna defines suffering. When someone gets what they don't want, that is suffering. And when someone does not get what they want, is also suffering. But where does the suffering originate? In the desire. What I desire, what I do not desire. And when it comes, opposite to what we want or what we don't want, then this is called suffering. So if we want to control suffering, devotees, we have to control the desire. The desire for this, the desire for that, the desire for the other thing. We have to be able to control this. But here it is, we'll hear further on in the Katha what Kakbu Sundarji what eventually happens with him when he reached to this point that he's thinking so much that he could not experience that peacefulness. So we have about 5 minutes until the time of 12 o'clock where we'll welcome the new year 2023. So we'll use this time, devotees, to do mantra jap. So we'll do jap to Shri Krishna Bhagwan as we recognize him to be that Supreme Lord. So in order to do jap properly, we try to keep our back very straight. We keep our neck very straight so that transfer of energy becomes very easy. We close our eyes, we try to come to a point of focus. We think of that Lord, Shri Krishna Bhagwan, the very beautiful form, where he's standing and holding that basuri. He has a very beautiful smile on his face. And that Lord is looking at us and smiling at us as we engage in this mantra jap. Let us experience His blessing. Let us experience His divine vision as we engage in this mantra jap, these closing moments of 2022. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Let us all stand, devotees, as we welcome this new year, 2023. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। जय जय सीताराम। आसन लीजिए। वेलकम टू 2023. As I said, the demarcation of time. We are now in the new year, 2023. So of course we begin this year in the best way that we can. What is the best way that we can? To engage in Kali Yuga, what is the best way? To sing the name. Sing the name of Bhagwan. So, Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira, Ramchandra Raghubira,
Ramchandra Ranadhira.
So we shouldn't be tired, right? The year now start. Right? So we should have lots of energy. So we sing with lots of energy to Maryada Purushottam. Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira. Bolo!
Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira.
Ramchandra Raghurama, Ramchandra Param Dhama. Ramchandra Raghurama,
Ramchandra Paramama.
Ramchandra Raghurama, Ramchandra Param Dhama.
Ramchandra Raghurama, Ramchandra Paramama.
Ramchandra Mam Bandho, Ramchandra Daya Sindho.
Ramchandra Mama Bandhu, Ramchandra Daya Sindhu.
Ramchandra Mam Bandho, Ramchandra Kripa Sindho.
Ramchandra Mama Bandhu, Ramchandra Kripa Sindhu.
Ramchandra Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha.
Ramchandra Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha.
Ramchandra Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha.
Ramchandra Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha.
Bolo Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira. Bolo
Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira.
Bolo Rama Shri Rama,
Rama Shri Rama.
Ranadhira Raghubira.
Ranadhira Raghubira.
Mama Bandho Daya Sindho,
Mama Bandhu Daya Sindhu.
Raghurama Parambhama,
Raghurama Paramama.
Raghunatha Paramnatha. Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira. Bolo
Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira.
Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira.
Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira.
Jai Rama Shri Rama,
Jai Rama Shri Rama.
Jai Rama Shri Rama,
Jai Rama
रणधीरा रामचंद्र रघुवीरा रामचंद्र रणधीरा। बोलिए श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Wonderful energy, wonderful energy. So, when we were coming to Mandir this evening, Akshar said he's bringing his dholak. So he wanted to know if we're going to sing any classical songs. So we can't disappoint him. So we'll sing one verse, right? Which one? So we'll sing to Shiv Shankar Bhagwan. Jai 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 Shiva Avinashi Jai 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 Shiva
अविनाशी
Jai Jai Shiva Avinashi Jai
जय जय शिव अविनाशी
भारत पाप का तत यम फांसी भारत पाप का तत यम फांसी जय 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 शिव अविनाशी
जय 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 शिव अविनाशी
भक्ति प्रदाता जगत का दाता भक्ति प्रदाता जगत का दाता आनंद बन का आनंद राशि भक्ति प्रदाता जगत का दाता
भक्ति प्रदाता जगत का दाता
आनंद बन का आनंद राशि आनंद बन का आनंद राशि जय 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 शिव अविनाशी जय 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 शिव अविनाशी
हरत पाप कटत यम पासी हरत पाप कटत यम पासी जय 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 शिव अविनाशी जय 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 शिव अविनाशी
महादयालु परम कृपा परम कृपा कृपा महादयालु परम कृपालु गिरिजारानी जाके दासी सेवक प्रभु श्री लाल चरण का
सेवक प्रभु श्री राम चरण का
मुक्त करो आनंद बनवासी मुक्त करो आनंद बनवासी जय 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 शिव अविनाशी जय 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 शिव
अविनाशी
हरत पाप कटत यम फांसी हरत पाप कटत यम फांसी जय 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 शिव अविनाशी जय 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 शिव अविनाशी जय 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 शिव अविनाशी। बोली श्री महापति महादेव की जय। So may I wish all of you who are here at the Mandir as well as those who are listening to us online, all devotees, very happy, successful, prosperous, peaceful, everything that is good. All the adjectives to describe what is good from here, From my heart, I wish for all of you everything that is good. For everyone in this world, may we have goodwill towards each other. May we have that appreciation for each other. May we help each other. May we work together to build stronger communities, to build better bonds, bonds of helpfulness, kindness, helping each other along this journey of life. If we do so, devotees, everyone gains. Everyone becomes that much happier. So, Happy New Year 2023 to everyone. So, we'll conclude. Of course, we must do a little arti. So, let us stand, devotees. If you all want to do arti, you can light some thali. So we'll do Sri Ram Arti. Om Sajang Chavarti Sanyuktam Vahanina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Deveshu Trailokyam Timirapaham आरती की जय श्री रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन सीतावर की आरती की जय आरती की जय श्री रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन सीतावर की
आरती की जय
राम रमैया अंतरयामी मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम स्वामी राम नमामि राम नमामि राम नमामि
राम नमामि
मुनि रक्षक करुणा कर की आरती की जय आरती की जय श्री रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन सीतावर की
आरती की जय
जगपति सुरपति दीन दयाला दुख भय भंजन हे सुख पाला हे जगवंदित रघुवर लाला हे जगवंदित
रघुवर लाला
सचित आनंद शिव सुंदर की आरती की जय आरती की जय श्री रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन सीतावर की
आरती की जय
बिराजे जानकी माई आरे संग में तीनों भाई अद्भुत शोभा बरनी न जाए अद्भुत शोभा बरनी न जाए विश्व विधाता प्रभु सुख वर की आरती की जय आरती की जय श्री रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन सीतावर की
आरती की जय।
सगुण रूप प्रगति अविनाशी मंगलमय प्रभु शुभ सुख राशि कर दर्शन कति लाख 84 कर दर्शन कति लाख 84 नागत वत्सल ईश्वर की आरती की जय आरती की जय श्री रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन
सीतावर की आरती की जय।
आरती की जय श्री रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन सीतावर की आरती की जय आरती की जय आरती की जय। ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
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 ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय राम ओम श्री राम जय
जय राम।
बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Please take a flower in your hand. We all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads as we engage in our final prarthana to end tonight's devotion. This morning, concluding, as we begin this new year 2023, we begin with all good intentions. We begin seeking that improvement, becoming better each and every day, using the abilities, the talents that Bhagwan has blessed us with to make ourselves to better and better versions of ourselves, evolving in a good way, transforming in a good way, in a positive way. We all engage in this final prarthana as we seek these blessings from Prabhu. Hare Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janadanam Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tadastu Me Om Avahanam Na Janami Visarjanam Pujam Chaiva Na Janami Shamyatam Parameshwara Tvameva Mata Shapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandho Shasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya He Sarva Shaktiman Sachirananda Nirakar Nirvikar Sarvadhar Sarveshwar Sarvavyapak Antaryami Ajar Amar Nitya Pavitra Shrishti Karta Ko बारंबार नमस्कार है। हे परमात्मा, भविष्य वर्तमान दुखियों का कष्ट हरण करके सुबुद्धि को प्रकाश करके जिससे सबका मंगल होए। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरे ओम। We offer this very humble prarthana to the feet of Bhagavan Shri Krishna as we ask that Lord to shower blessings upon us. शरण में आए है हम तुम्हारी, दया करो हे दयालु भगवान। शरण में आए
है हम तुम्हारी, दया करो हे दयालु भगवान।
संभालु बेगरे दशा हमारी, दया करो हे दयालु भगवान। संभालु बेगरे
दशा हमारी, दया करो हे दयालु भगवान।
ना हम में बल है ना हमें शक्ति, ना हमें साधन ना हमें भक्ति। ना हमें बल है ना हमें शक्ति, ना हमें साधन ना हमें भक्ति। तुम्हारे दर्श के है हम भिखारी, दया करो हे
दयालु भगवान।
शरण में आए है हम तुम्हारी, दया करो हे दयालु भगवान। दया करो हे दयालु भगवान। दया करो हे दयालु
Bhagavan.
बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय, और ऐसा जगन्नाथ की जय। बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय, सियापति रामचंद्र की जय। बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। जय जय सीताराम। प्रेम से आसन लीजिए। प्लीज हैव योर सीट्स। So officially, devotees, on behalf of the board of directors of CHDLO, bring New Year greetings to all of you, all devotees. We'd like to humbly thank all of you for the support that you have given to the Mandir in the year 2022, and of course coming off the pandemic and the reopening of the Mandir, 2 years of very challenging times, and then reopening, and so far so good. So we look forward to more and more devotees coming out to the Mandir, of course taking our precautions as necessary, and continuing our journey towards Bhagwan together as a community. So I'd like to wish all of you all the best in every aspect of life, in the material aspect of, as well as more importantly, the spiritual aspect of your life. May you progress in each and every way, and may you find that peace and happiness in life. So this, devotees, counts as our first service also of this year 2023. See, I was going to say 2022, right? So that will take a little time to come out. So 365 days, we say 2022, so now, we can't change all of a sudden. So, this counts as the first service because it's not practical for us to come back to do a service at 10 in the morning. So, we will resume again next week Sunday, right? So, which will be the 8th of January. Do not forget Makar Sankranti is on the 14th, and Ganesh Chaturthi is on the 10th of January. So these are dates, of course, you all know that we always observe these dates. So please mark them down on your calendars. We will be sending out full calendars with all the dates very, very soon. I have to talk to Yato, make sure everything's okay. So calendars are ready. I just have to get him to send them out to everyone. And if perhaps you didn't receive one over the next week, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will personally send it out to you. So once more, devotees, God's blessings to each and every one. Until next week Sunday, Jai Jai Sitaram.